Happy Halloween. Welcome. Give me 1 second. Kim Wexler, Skylar White, or Sandy Wexler? Oh my god. Please stop. I don't even know who these people are. Kim Wexler. And these must them be like porn stars or something. Kim Wexler. Fictional character? Oh, from Better Call Saul. Oh, she was pretty cool, Kim Wexler. Skylar White. I hated Skylar. Although she was pretty cool towards the end. And Sandy Wexler, who's that? I haven't seen Sandy Wexler. Yeah. I didn't really see so I don't know what Sandy Wexler is, but Kim Wexler versus Skylar White, I guess. Yeah, like I said, I don't really know too much about Better Call Saul, but I'd say Skylar is pretty badass. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing today. Let's see. We were working on the this mechanic here. And we were working on input, like what was the player's last input in order to figure out like which direction we want them to go. Skylar was annoying, and that's why like I didn't like initially I didn't like her, but I mean she took initiative, you know. You know, like once you know her time finally came to take initiative, she did. So that's what I have to say about that. So yeah, there's some issues with our player currently, or going into this Twilight state. Here, let's. Purple is a good representation of Twilight. Straight out of Celeste. Will you make it similar, or do you plan on adding a twist? So yeah, I mean, technically there is already a twist. Like, so in Celeste, when you dash through, like, you know, that similar object, it takes, you know, your dash. So, like, you know, if you dash to the right going this way, you dash, you know, this way. Or if you dash this way, you go this way. Et cetera, where in this one, it just grabs. It's kind of like you're an orb and you can move around as freely as you want. So you can, like, you know, go in circles if you wanted to. And you could also exit it for a split second and come back and be still in the same state. So you could go like that, you know, whatever you want. Or, like, let's say the object was a little bit more, like, awkwardly shaped, where it's like, I don't know, something like this. Like it could look like this, and you can go from here to here. You know, it doesn't really matter. But what I want to work on right now is the transitions. Like what exactly we want our velocity to be, or like our starting momentum to be. So typically, if you dash into it, it's just gonna grab your last dash, your last direction. So you know, let's do orange for our player. Yeah, if the player, let's say, dashes this way, our velocity is always going to be a vector 2 dot right. If the player falls and there's no input, the initial player velocity on a fall. Let me think about this. It's just going to be vector 2 dot down, but if there's any input from the player, the main issue is that we're grabbing the last player's direction if there was no initial direction. So I don't know, maybe like on the entrance of this state, I want to reset our last player movement. We do have a variable called like last player input, or player last input, I think. And this like literally this always gets set to something as long as it's not vector 2.0. But I'm thinking maybe if we enter the twilight state, maybe we could reset this value. I don't know if that's appropriate. So it's like you're floating inside of water. Reminds me of bubbles in. Yeah, kind of like you're floating in water. But you are forced to move while you're inside of it. No, yeah. You have to move. There's no stopping the movement. I just realized my screen brightness is... Oh, it's not down. What the hell? Oh, my night mode was on. Okay. We'll figure this all out pretty soon. I'm thinking, yeah, maybe I'll just reset it on the fall state, or depending on if there was any input from the player. So if there is no input from the player, then we want to reset it on the fall state. Yeah, I think that makes sense. The only thing is, if they're touching the corner, so there's so many edge cases, because like, okay, if the player just falls straight down, we want them to go straight down like this and fall through. But if they were to fall right here, it might look awkward, I think. So like this exact thing, but on the corner here. Not necessarily right here, actually. Kind of like that. Because then they'll just fall straight down into this little section here. Or if they barely just hit it, they're going to be halfway through and then just hanging out on the side. Which could also look weird. From where you entered it, you always go straight down. From where you entered it. I could. But the thing is, there's going to it's not only from where you entered it, but it's also based on your input. And there are a bunch of edge cases where it's like technically it already works that way, where it's like based on where you were. So like it's based on your motion. So if your motion was vector 2 dot left, obviously the only way you can enter it is from the right side. So then your momentum would be like, you know, this but flipped. So if you came from the right side, you'd go to the left. But the thing is, it also depends on your movement, on your input. Let me see what it looks like again. I feel like maybe I'm overcomplicating it. I don't know. So if I dash straight up... Oh. Yeah, even dashing straight up is kind of like a... Let me see. I don't understand why the inputs matter. Because usually you're going to dash into... Like, you're going to jump into it. And I want it to grab... I want the initial velocity. Yeah, the initial velocity is set automatic upon like entrance. So the way this mechanic works is there's input on the player, but it's based on acceleration. So like you can see, it's not like sharp corners. Like I don't have full control. If I press down right now, there is a bit of a delay. The only reason why it looks so fast is because, well, you don't see me pressing up or down. But yeah, there's like a right now there's like a 0.1, 0.2 second delay before I actually switch directions. But it's even more obvious when you're turning corners. And when you enter, your initial velocity is set to the max value. So if I jump into here, my velocity is already super fast. And I want to make sure that, you know, when you go inside, you're already set to the max velocity. So you could, like, you know, cut a corner, then come back in and go straight. Yeah, I just want to give the player full mobility, full responsiveness. So that's why we're kind of stuck on this. Okay. And I also want to sort of not punish the player, but like make sure they realize like what is happening. If you fall straight down, then you should go straight down, and then you have to make sure that you're turning like this. And it kind of works when, let me see. The issue is I just haven't figured out every single edge case. You can see here when I drop straight down, there's no input from the player. We're going it's grabbing our last input. I think I need to see the finished thing to get it. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll work on it all today. To be fair, I don't know exactly what I want either just yet. I'm just testing out, you know, different things and then seeing if I like it. But here, we're gonna give ourselves some more space. One thing that's for sure is that if there's no input from the player, they should not be able to bounce up and down. If there's no input from the player and their previous state was vector2.down, or they're going straight down, then the initial velocity should be just going straight down. So I think what we'll do is let's go back into our player code. And let's look at the entrance state. Alright, so you can see here, if our motion does not equal vector2.down, well, actually, let's look at this first. If our motion is greater than 0, then we set our twilight direction equal to +1, or on our y-axis to +1, and then if we're going upwards, we set it to -1. And then if this happens, I think what we want to do is only run this if there's no input from the player, no current input from the player. So what we'll say is if current or if movement input is equal to vector2.0. And actually, I feel like I would want to make this a little bit more intricate, where it's like if your movement input does not relate to like your current, like relative to your current position, like let's say you're pressing vector2.up. Actually, no, never mind. I'm trying to make this as sophisticated as possible, but I think the simpler we could make it, the better. Think about lives and game overs in games. You think it's outdated? What do you mean by? Oh, like Mario lives. I think it's a little outdated, but I think that's subjective. I'm saying it's outdated for me. Hey, how's it going, Neo? In-game GUI, I mean, if you're not gonna add collectibles or anything, it won't be necessary, I guess. There are collectibles, but not like items, I guess. Like there's not gonna be any inventory system. I don't plan on having it. Maybe like it would be cool to make this into an entire series, but like, yeah, still need to finish the base game. Okay, so if movement input is equal to vector 2.0, then we'll run all of this. Otherwise, we're just gonna grab the last player input. Wait. And okay. Movement input is equal to vector 2.0. Let's see if this worked. Twilight direction. On either one of these, we're going to set our last movement input. We can either say we can reset everything. Yeah, I think we'll do both. Yeah, we'll say last movement input is equal to vector 2.0. Same with this. And I think we'll want to do it with this as well. Let me think. Round motion dot. Actually, this would be based on our dashes, but I'm gonna try everything for now. They only did it in arcades because of how you spend coins and had limited tries. Now it's just there. It's like a legacy mechanic. Yeah, because it is kind of frustrating to force a player to restart, right? Alright, so it works on vector 2.down. Or, let me see here. Sometimes when we dash up, it doesn't work. Let me see. Yeah, like right there. I'm not sure why. Let me see. Twilight. Last movement input is equal to vector 2. So our last movement input is gets set to player motion on enter Twilight. Player motion on enter Twilight. This is vector 2. Let me just print our regular motion. Do I think the Corona arc is over? Oops. I'm not updated with everything going on with Corona. But I think at this point I see it as like maybe just another version of the flu. Okay. There might never be a case where this is how it works. So right now it prioritizes the player's input. If there's no input from the player at all, it grabs whatever the player's previous motion was. So previously it was vector 2 dot down. What would you do if there was a zombie apocalypse? Do you think you'd be prepared for it? So I'm in a highly populated, like super populated area. So if there was, a zombie apocalypse, or, how zombie apocalypse happen in the movies, I might be screwed. If I was in a less populated area, I think I'd do pretty well. I've watched a lot of movies, and I'm into, I feel like I like being, I wouldn't say I like being prepared for stuff, but I like, camping, farming, building my own contraptions and stuff like that. So I would like to say that I would survive. If I had, if I was lucky enough to not die from the initial attack. Or, not an initial attack, the initial, widespread zombie stuff. Glimpses into the human world, using it as rays of light so that when the main character passes through, he is the ghost comet, and when something like the eye passes through, they show in the human form. That would be pretty cool. So I do want to add some sort of effect to this. Right now it's just a black, boring section. I want to look at shaders and see what I could do there. Either it would be like a different world inside, or it could definitely be anything. It's just a matter of figuring out what I want to do. If I want to incorporate this into the lore, if I just want to make this a cool mechanic. Alright, there's one other thing I need to test out, and that's what happens on the jump state. So, let me just grab this. I'm going to make this slightly bigger. Time to find a new home? Yeah. Do I think I'm the main character? Of course not. Yeah, so there's one issue, and that's if you you could technically tap left when you jump in, and then it's gonna make you jump left, which I don't like, but I don't think there's anything I can do about that unless we started really getting we could get really deep into it and be like, oh, based on the player's last direction, we give them a minimum distance of 200 pixels per second, or a velocity of 200, and then they have to stay in that state for 0.2 seconds. I don't know if I want to spend that much time. Speedrun attempt. Who's the main character of this storyline of the game? Turns out things are hard. Some purple galaxy void. Yeah, so there is a shader that I have for that. Let me speedrun the game. I'm getting distracted. Downloads, memory demo. Who's the main character? Why is it not loading? The main character of our world is the person who's, pulling all the strings. It's not Donald Trump. It's like, You know, like if you've ever played a simulation game where you can control all the little people, you know, like all the colonists and stuff. Could also be Joe Rogan or some random Japanese guy. So if you're basing it on like how influential you are, maybe. But then everyone would be a main character, like everyone's a character, and then there's like high scores involved. What is going on? Oh, right. Alright. Oh, someone beat the new world record keeps getting. Whoa, wait, what the hell? You guys see? What the hell? Oh, I think I had two windows open, so it grabbed the first one. There we go. So puppeteer, yeah, something like that. Oh crap. Yeah. So what's his name? Mr. Glick. He beat the newest high score, and I think the previous high score was also his. I think it's like 3 minutes and 3 seconds or something like that. I'd like to see a video of him playing actually. I think my max might be sub 4 minutes. We'll see right now. Oh, let's fix the idle state. Going from the move state to the bounce state should work. Cats or dogs? If I could choose a pet. Given my current living situation, I'd say a cat. But if I lived in on a farm, in like a open field, not an open field, like a big plot of land, I would definitely want a dog. If, like in a perfect situation, perfect scenario, a dog, definitely. Did he post the video? He did not post the video. I do trust him. And it's not like I don't think he has anything to, it's not like he wins a prize for posting the image. So I believe him. But yeah, if there comes a time that the video does need to be, or there needs to be some sort of proof of gameplay, it'll happen. But there's new versions of the game coming out I want to say every month or every 2 months. So like, while these world records are impressive, it's always going to change, right? Oh no. Never trust anyone in this world. You're gonna... You're gonna have a very hard time if you don't trust anyone. Not to say that you shouldn't, not to say you should be naive about... Oh, crap. About the people you know, but... Yeah. Have some trust. We gotta fix this room here. Also, yeah, I need to fix the volume of this. Or, you know what? I think it's just the sounds are bothering me. They don't fit right. Sick Explosion? Thank you. I downloaded it myself. Something is happening here. Either I'm really bad, which is... Maybe I'm just not used to this room. Like, I have to do a diagonal dash and I keep doing an up dash. Oh, it's my freaking controller, that's why. I keep forgetting my controller is busted. Yeah, diagonal dashes are not possible unless I use the analog stick. I was wondering, like, what the hell is going on? My caffeine hasn't kicked in yet, so it's history is green and English is blue. So yeah, did I say I downloaded it? Because yeah, I did not create the animation, the explosion animation. Wait, did you even see the explosion animation? How'd you know there was an explosion animation? Oh yeah, right, from the previous room, dude. All right, let me get this. I'm talking too much and not beating the game enough. Yeah, dude, I hate analog sticks, man. Here, let me try using the mouse and keyboard. I'm gonna try to figure out what's going on with the controller. Because people have said that this has been an issue with other platformers, and I wonder if it's a hardware problem or just people haven't accounted for, you know, analog sticks being odd. Oh crap. I hate using mouse. It is easier than using just a keyboard in my opinion, but it requires so much more precision. Like you have to like see your mouse position compared to the player's mouse global position. It requires way more brain power. Oh no. No. Whoever told me to speedrun the game, I hate you. No. Oh no, this is gonna be... Okay. We got this. Dude, Alright. That was me, and I take it. Everyone hates me. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Alright. Dude, it's just... I need to figure out what's going on with the controller, man. I switch to the controller. Well, I'd rather use an analog stick than the mouse. There is one issue with the mouse, or not the mouse, the level design of this game, and I'll address that pretty soon. Or you know what? The next time I make... Oh my god. Here. I'm gonna disable... Let me just see something. I want to see if disable... Oh! I just ruined the speed run. Because I closed the game. I'm gonna disable analog stick input and see if that fixes it. Oh shit. Whoops. I don't want to delete analog up, I just want to delete the input. Props for playing your own game. Yeah. Oh, you know, I just realized I'm playing this currently. This won't fix anything. I was running it as an exe, and the game is already built, so I can't even speedrun it. God damn it! I'm trying to think, what can I do to fix? I can't really run. All right. No, we play our game a bunch of times. I mean, it's just a demo, so it's not like there's much. But yeah, the game does get progressively more sophisticated, so... And if I don't play... You know, it's good that I'm playtesting it. If anything, I should be playtesting it more often so I can prove that I'm good at the game, or get better at the game. Alright. I'm gonna try to get good with the mouse and keyboard. So yeah, one issue with the level design of the game is that sometimes there's extra input required from the player to get closer to an object. One example is right here. This one is not as bad, and I think it's fair. So when you hit this spring, you need to make sure the second you hit it, you're already pressing input so that you go in an arc towards the right. I notice a lot of people like to jump on this platform. They go all the way up and then they start pressing right, and it's not enough to get across. So it's like, I don't know how to teach this as a mechanic, but I would say it's hard to tell, but like it's also like a concerning number that only like I would say like 80% of people understand this, or like they'll play it enough to understand it. And you could technically, or like sometimes they'll just get lucky and then they won't get it, and that's the frustrating part. But then there's other rooms, so you can see how I move in like an arc this way, and that's because the second I tap this this spring, I start moving to the right. You can't really teach the mechanic. It's just like core physics, you know? Like, it's not really a mechanic, it's more of like you know, logic, you know? But it's also like understanding like how a game reacts to your input. But this is another issue of the game. You see right here, our max distance is right, like I touch the spring and then I dash upwards. With no other input, this is our max distance. Like, we don't touch the spring, so there's an extra requirement of input from the player to press right or left. And I don't think I should do that, so I'm going to update these rooms so that doesn't happen. The max distance of your dash should give you, should get you to the point where you can touch a spring. Especially with mouse and keyboard, because you have to move, you have to move your mouse to dash in a certain direction, and there's also the requirement of, pressing WASD, or, pressing D to get closer. And it's kind of like, I don't know, if you've ever played Osu, it kind of feels like Osu then. Which it might be fine for some people, but yeah, for your average play, this is not an Osu game, Will you watch the Mario movie? Yeah, I guess. When it comes online. Alright, let me finish this speedrun. I'm actually very surprised Mr. Glick was able to get 3 minutes. Like, he must have optimized everything. I'm gonna be going tomorrow to watch it. It came out today, I assume. Is there anything? I haven't seen the trailer. I remember hearing some controversial stuff about. I don't know if Chris Pratt is not a good Mario or something, or like was a bad pick, or maybe he is a good Mario. I don't know. Came out on the 5th, I see. Okay. Run. So you said good explosion animation. I don't know if I already told you. It was a bot asset. I think it was a free asset from Itch. Oh. Alright, we're getting better with the mouse input. Hopefully I didn't jinx it. So yeah, this is another... Oh shit. No. So yeah, there's a... Am I dumb? God damn it. Dude, it's so hard with mouse. Oh my god. You know, it's nice to experience some of the rage that that people are gonna experience when they play this game. The only issue is I have no one to blame. Like, you know, most people blame the game, but I made the game. So either it's a lose-lose. Either I'm a bad video game player or I'm a bad programmer. Or a level designer. God damn it. Also, wait, I need to make sure that I could technically pass that room if I kill the dude soon. Like if I kill him and then, oh my god. Speed run attempt. Just went to read a book, and you're still on this level. What kind of book was that? Because I, you know, I only played for what, maybe 15 minutes. Granted, yeah, it has taken a long time, but also we did restart, and yeah, I need to figure out because I don't experience this bug on Here, actually, let me try it right now. Let's see if the 6 minutes. Not bad, but could be better. Hey, how's it going, Naku? We just disabled input, the analog stick input, so I actually don't know if this will work. The obelisk in the end is pretty cool. Yeah, it seems like it is an analog stick issue. I should have not removed it, because I don't actually know if that was the cause of the bug. Let me grab this right now. Joy axis, physical, joy axis. Left stick. Left stick up. Joy button, joy axis. Left stick down. Joy axis, left stick right. And left stick left. Okay. Yeah, I've never experienced this issue in the editor. It's only been in the game, but let me see. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, it is happening. I think it is happening because of the analog stick. Wait, what the hell? Have I ever tried using GDScript? I'm sorry, C# instead of GDScript? I never had a reason to, no. Specifically, like, for Godot, no. If I needed to, like, the only reason why I would ever use C# is if I was making, like, something that needed to be super efficient, like, if I ever want to do, what's it called? What am I trying to say? Oh yeah, bullet hell. If I ever wanted to work on a bullet hell, I would. Dude, okay, I don't get it. It might be an editor issue. Or like not an editor issue, but once I export the game, grabbing input from the controller seems to be a lot more, like I have to add like a dead zone or something. Because right now it seems like it's fine. You know, I'm pressing upright every time and it's fine. And then if we go, let's see. I'm gonna go into the editor right now. Or I'm sorry, not the editor. I'm gonna run the game right now, see what happens. Of course, it's fine now. So I assume, honestly, I definitely think it's a hardware issue or like analog stick dead zone issue. It's a classic on YouTube called Miners 2, Part 2. I have more experience with GDScript and be sticking to that language. Yeah, so for the most part, as long as you're performing like, I guess, like, good programming practices, you should be fine with GDScript for like most applications. If you're making something that like requires a lot of calculations and needs to be optimized, then yeah, use C#. But I feel like most people aren't making complicated games. I literally posted something recently because there's this. I feel like it's been rising a lot lately, like the whole C# versus GDScript. And yeah, like obviously, yeah, GDScript is not nearly as efficient as using C#, but so is like, you could say the same thing about like C++. Like, are you going to make your own engine? Because you can definitely make your game a lot more efficient if you just use C++. Or even better, use assembly, Anyways, I will go now. Keep on working on your video game. Thank you. I'll see you, man. Miners Part 2. Okay. I gotcha. Miners, I don't see it. All right. Let's get back to working on this mechanic. I'll figure out the input today. I mean, it seems like it's fine right now. So I'll have to see. Maybe I should Google it. All right. So jumping up does that. If we jump diagonally, we get our diagonal input. If we jump, oh, okay. If there's no input, by the time you jump here, it grabs your, there are like a few edge cases where it's going to be weird, but I think I'm just not going to worry about it. We'll fix it another day. If there, like, I don't even know if there's an issue with it. It's just that some edge cases where, like, you know, the player doesn't press anything and they want to go in a desired area, and they, like, for whatever reason they don't press anything, it becomes weird. But I'm not going to concern myself too much with it, because on the surface, like on the stream, it seems like it's fine. You guys don't obviously know what I'm pressing, but it's fine. It should be pretty intuitive. Cut the tail end of that. I only use GDScript because I only use GDScript because I use C# at my job and don't want to be making a game to feel like a job. That's an interesting approach. There was like I actually posted a meme. Well, I didn't make the meme, but I saw this on Reddit. I think it's probably top in r/godot right now, actually. Where is it? Where did I post it? But then, yeah, I joked to me on the left. And yeah, that's me. But you guys can't see it. But yeah. I don't think it matters too much for most people's applications in making a video game. And like in that subreddit, like I think the top comment was actually like, yeah, I feel like people concern themselves too much with, like, you know, which language they're using for, like, you know, maximum efficiency. But if you're going for like I said, if you're going for maximum efficiency, then you might as well be making your own engine. But then if you're making your own engine, then you're not making a video game, you're making an engine. So I guess it just depends on what you want to prioritize. Do you want to prioritize making something to make games, or do you want to prioritize making a game? Which is, in my opinion, I think making a game is a lot more fun than obviously making the engine. I actually know that's completely, you know, some people like making, like it. I feel like if I was into optimization as much as some people, I'm sure making an engine would be hella fun. It's just, you know, what do you do with an engine? You make a game, and there are already so many alternatives to engines. Oh! Gotta fix that. You're always on my sub box streaming and working. Keep miring. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. I will say, people watching the stream make it more, you know, more bearable. It's a lot of fun. All right, let's. I still haven't done anything today. Like we're still messing around with it. I mean, I guess we did fix the input. I think we're gonna keep it the way it is. There was that sound bug, right? Like, I don't know how I made it happen. I think Sister's Journey has its own engine. What's a Sister's Journey? Yeah, I know some streamers too that are making their own engine, and it's pretty cool. Sister's Journey. Let me check it out. Check that out. Okay, Sisters. Whoa, it looks like Celeste. It looks like memory. It's like Celeste, but a shooter, or I mean, like a Metroidvania. That's pretty cool. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Celeste use their own use its own engine. Celeste was made with really. Mono game. Is mono game an engine or is it a framework? Mono game. C# framework used by game developers. There's this other game that uses its own engine, which is really cool. It's being published by Video Game Donkey. Animal Well? Is it called Animal Well? Yeah, this game. It's really cool. I actually applied to Video Game Donkey's thingy, to his publishing company. He did not respond, but I'm glad this game made it. Celeste had some sort of editor that the devs made themselves and made it public. I mean, they could have made their own level editor on top of it. All right. How long has it been? I still haven't done anything yet today. Kind of ridiculous. But that's fine. Let me see. Honestly, I think this is fine the way it is. There was like a sound bug, but I couldn't replicate it. I think it has to do with like entering and exiting the area here. I guess we just need to make sure that when we did rewrite the player raycasts, so we put it all in one node, and I think I should do the same thing with how we handled the player hitbox, because right now it's also a little wacky. On area handle area. I wonder if I want to do that today, though. Let's see. Oh, Twilight Zone dot play. Twilight State dot play. Add to queue. What could be messing with us is the fact that, here, let me print something. Last movement input. On Twilight, oh, okay, no, this doesn't matter. Okay, no, never mind. I thought for a second maybe we'd be entering a new area, but no, we're fine. I won't worry about it too much. The sound being played. I think maybe it was because we had so many different, like, if I do something like this, maybe it'll happen again. We have, like, something like that. Do I have some sort of goal that I want to reach in life, or is it about the journey? Another way to see it is a big collection of chapters. Just imagine the forest. Yeah, I mean, so I would say that's my typical approach on life. You know, I mean, it might sound a little corny, but yeah, about the journey, not the goal. But at the same time, I mean, I think it's still good to have goals, but I think my main goal is just to make this self-sufficient. That way I could focus on, you know, more of the journey. Like, I would love to do this and not have to worry about anything else in life, you know? I don't think there's ever a case... Oh my god. To figure out what's causing this, it's gonna be annoying. What chapter would you say you're in? What's your next one? And what's the next one going forward? Honestly, the next chapter I would hope is, yeah, making some. I'm hoping, like, you know. I'm not like naive or anything like that, so I don't want to say like, oh yeah, this is gonna happen, and you know, the next chapter is gonna be, you know, me being a millionaire or something like that. It really depends on how things go. So if this game does well, I would hope that I make enough so that it's self-sufficient, and then I could focus on, you know, growing that. My main goal is to blow up and then act like I don't know anybody. Now, I would love to be like a, you know, ideally, like right now, it seems like, you know, doing this whole thing, like streaming, programming, game dev, and all that, and then it being self-sustaining, where, like, you know, I don't have to worry about food, I don't have to worry about shelter, and keep doing this, and keep this going, will be the next step. Obviously, like, certain things would still not be possible, like, let's say, like, I don't know, like having a family or something like that, but it'd be self-sustaining for myself, and then the next goal would be, you know, to make it self-sustaining for a, you know, better future. Ideally, that's the goal. And then the ultimate goal is to be, you know, Hideo Kojima. Alright, so this mechanic works. Let's get on with what's next. Oh, I've been making movie recommendations. Like, I wrote a whole list for anyone interested. Here, I'll actually just post it in the Discord. And then you make your living making cutscenes, yeah. And making walking simulators and making millions of dollars from that. Have enough money to buy a mansion on the mountains so I can chill while people are having living a nightmare in the zombie apocalypse. Yeah. I'm really into, like, you know, I live a pretty frugal life, so it's not much to make me happy, you know. Like, I would love to just own, like, you know, ideally a few acres of land, and have, like, you know, I mean, I don't mind having I don't mind having a big house, but I also wouldn't mind, like, you know, one of those mini homes made from, like, a trailer, or like yeah, like, ideally, like, a trailer would be pretty cool. But, you know, not like a shitty trailer, like, not like a trailer park home trailer that smells like cigarettes. Alright. What a great productive stream. You know, it's Friday. Maybe it's good that we're taking things slow. So we fixed all of this, all floor check functions. This is some debugging that I need to do. Doesn't make... it should make us crash, actually, from time to time. Add sounds, we did that. Well, kind of. Let's see, 4.7. Also, by the way, Grumble, how's your game coming along? I haven't seen your... I've been waking up super late, and I think I remember you stream relatively early, so I'm not able to see your streams as often anymore. I'm trying to... I do want to reset my schedule, but at the same time, I do like this streaming schedule. And that's, like, literally the only thing that matters to me. Not the only thing, but, like, as long as my streaming is fine, like, usually I'm pretty content with everything. So I haven't been able to see your streams if you are streaming. You know, I think you're a real one. You're a top G. And I hope you succeed now. Thank you, Juho. That means a lot, man. Really appreciate it. Oh, you think the tiger on the boat was real? Or was it inside of his head the entire time? Either way, I feel like it was, like... Like, logically, if you think about it, logically, it probably wasn't an actual tiger. But I don't know. Like, if you say it wasn't a tiger, then you missed, like, then the whole movie, that it seems like you misinterpreted the entire movie. But at the same time, logically, if you were a human being, like, listening to a story, you'd be like, wait. Like, if it was anyone else, if it wasn't a movie, and someone told you that whole entire story, I feel like you'd be like, oh shit, this guy was hallucinating, this guy was on drugs or something, you know? I streamed so early. Yeah, I was asking you. Yeah, I haven't been able to see your streams lately because, yeah, I wake up super late. So I'm not too up to date with what you've been doing lately. That's why I asked. Let's see. We'll fix our player movement animations, that's for sure. Just doing boring things, dumb animation stuff right now. Oh, shit. That's what I'm about to do right now. Hopefully this is gonna be like a quick 2-minute fix. And then we'll fix, I guess we'll figure out the floor raycast stuff. And you know what? I'm thinking here. Wait, let me see. Because you know what was nice? Someone the other day told me that they really liked my YouTube video. Or several people have been telling me they liked the YouTube tutorial, and since I'm back to 3.5, like, it's less likely that I'm going to make a second part unless I, like, actively try to go to 3.4. I'm sorry, 4.0, and like make the next video, or like figure out what the content for the next video is going to be. So maybe we'll do that. Maybe I'll like do a combination of working on this and working on the 4.0 platformer. Because it was really nice. Like some people said I was really helpful. I felt good. No one ever says that. My animation stuff is better. Nah. Make a dynamic time map. We could actually wait now. I was gonna say, like, I could make a video on making a dynamic tile map while I work on the tile map, but like in 4.0 this is already a thing, so like it's kind of unnecessary. Move all button interactions. Maybe I'll do that. Updated force dash. UI stuff is always like hella boring though. New mechanic ideas, updated force dash. We could maybe work on this. We could also work on level design. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do level design today. It's something I always avoid. Okay, let's fix the movement animations. I'll look at the flow raycast and then we'll do level design. How far into the stream are we? Also, let me get this out here. Okay, let's get on with it. Yeah, I don't know why our animations don't work for the run. Let me see. Idle, run, jump. Where is it? It could be that if I go back into this, the run animation. Oh, the texture got messed up somehow. All of our textures. Or wait, no. It's because we're not in this scene right here. Run. Yeah, what the hell? Why is the run animation not playing? Switch animation on... yeah, we're telling it to run. But I think... we don't... oh, wait. If previous state is equal to idle run... okay, here, let me just print this out. LLC stuff approved today, so hopefully we'll get Steam page up soon. Nice! Hell yeah. Just wondering, why do you want the LLC? You can... I also have an LLC, but I think... I'm actually not entirely sure if I released my game under sole proprietorship or as my company. Switching to run. So it says switching to run, but then the animation is just stuck here. This is the idle run animation. So we do usually have a signal of some kind. So let's see. Idle run. Idle run. On animation finish. Oh, this signal is not running, that's why. We must have moved this maybe? On animation finished. Connect. There we go. All of our signals are connected now. Gonna head out. Have a great one. Alright, sounds good. Thanks for all the compliments, Juho. I'll see you around. You can do it without it, but transferring the game to be under your company after you already make the page is a huge pain. I see. Okay. I hope I put it under my LLC. Let me see. Let me see. So the only issue that I have with my LLC currently is that, at least in your my company exists. Oh, I'm searching up LLC. So the publisher I put as Practical Media, but I think that's my LLC name. But yeah, I never actually made an article. Like, you're supposed to do this thing where like your company name has to be published in some sort of article. It costs like $50 or something like that. I paid for everything. I just never did the article thing, and they said I had like 6 months to do it. And I just never did it. It doesn't like. I don't think it does anything to, like, it's not like they can take away your LLC, but something about the company might be illegitimate. So like actual business interactions might prove to be difficult. I'm not sure actually. Is that a state specific thing? It might be, yeah. Honestly, I think it's just another money grab that that they do, at least in my state, in New York State. Because yeah, they said I had to do it within 6 months, and then I remember like a year later, I messaged the lady who like helped me out through, like, you know, helped me throughout the entire process, and she was like, "Oh yeah, you could just do it later." Or like she said, "Oh, don't worry about it, you could do it now." So I actually wonder if there's any point to it. But I think just to be sure, I don't know, I might just do it. It was like $50, depending on the article that or like the news article that you use. You just need to have it be publicly known that your company exists. Article of no, it wasn't. Let me see. I don't think it's article of that's something else, right? Let me see. Article of organization. Articles of organization. Similar to article outline. No, this is not it. No. It's literally like an article, like a not an article, like a it's like a newspaper listing, of your company. Like, I think that's what it is in a nutshell. Let me see if I can Google it. New York LLC newspaper requirement. It's like something like this, I think. Wait, let me see. Certificate of publication for domestic limited liability. That within 128 days, yeah. Yeah, so this is it. So yeah, legally you're required to do it, but it seems like this requirement is pretty loose. Certificate of publication, that's what it is. But yeah, it varies from like which company you use. But maybe I could just do it through, yeah, this is the official ny.gov site, so. So yeah, I don't have that. I never did it. I did everything else. And I paid like a bunch of fees for everything, but that was the only one I didn't do. Because they gave me like 4 months to do it, and time came and it was like long forgotten by the time that happened. By the time it was due. That was like 2 or 3 years ago too. But if I look up my company, it says it still exists, and like it says everything is fine too. Let me see. I don't even know how to look up my company. I remember there was like this website that you could check names. Trademark. Here, I remember this website. Basic word mark search. No records were found? Oh no, that's not good. Trademark electronic search. Wait, but this is not a trademark. LLC. Is it? I'm getting too distracted. But, oh yeah, it's not trademarks that I'm technically looking for. Oh shit. Oh, there we go. And it says it's active, so we're still good. Okay. Fix movement animation. So we fixed that. Floor raycast. Let me see if we can figure out what's going on there. Damn, I feel like I didn't do anything today. But it's only been like an hour 21. Yeah, so this is gonna work. Not gonna work. Get floorcast collider. Floor check collider. And drop through platform. Write floor check and all of this. I wonder if I should write this in the raycasts, or what we do is we check for collisions, we force the update, and then we return the object that we're colliding with. Get collider. Get floor check collider. Let me see. Get floor check collider. I have to use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Let's get our floor checks. Let's do this. So get floor check collider and get end floor check. Floor check checks next to if recast next to floor. So if floor check get next to floor, get floor check collider. When do we run this? So get floor collider is what we'll probably use. Then drop through platform. This could mess us up if the player, let me see, get floor check collider actually. We check the left and right. With this, we actually only, let me see. Yeah, it seems like it's only checking for the right and left side, which is, you know, these two raycasts right here. But if one of them is true, then I guess we set our hitbox to null no matter what. And if the player falls through, they fall through. I guess that's a valid approach. We could even just check the middle one and it would be fine, I think. So let's do that. Let's do also. I think we could even do is on floor. Like literally just check our floor collider. Let me see. Collider. There are a bunch of ways to do it, I guess. Let me see. Kinematic body. 2D. Collider. Collision.collider name. Yeah, we could collision.collider name. On kinematic collision 2D get slide get slide, yeah, we could run get slide collision. Is this on? Yeah, we could do this, but I think we'll just stick to the raycast, just makes our life slightly easier. So let's go into our player, and we're gonna get floor check collider. We're gonna get floor collider. We're gonna make a new function called get floor collider on our raycast. Let's erase all of this. You know, check area direction we don't run anymore. We could honestly just remove that, but leave it here for now. Let's remove this. Get floor check collider. Get floor collider. And in this, we're just going to get our middle floor check for now. I think that's all we need. Down middle raycast. Down middle raycast dot is colliding, and let me just compare. Oh, never mind, we can't. If it's colliding, we want to get the whatever group this object is in. So that's going to be. Oh no, we just get the collider. If it's colliding, just return the get collider. So we'll say down middle raycast dot get collider, and that's it. Get floor collider, and then we'll say raycast dot get floor collider instead of get floor check collider. Get floor check collider. We'll say if raycast dot get floor collider does not equal null, then raycast dot get floor check collider. Oh, drop through platform. Yeah, I guess this works. Floor check itself, I think we can update. Oh, yeah, we already updated that. So yeah, if next to floor, yes. Honestly, we could even just get. We don't really need to run this because. Let's see, floor check. Next to floor just returns if it's true, right? Next to floor, return update, and if it's colliding, yeah, return true. It's the same. It's almost the same thing. Actually, this one is returning all of them though. It's not too important though. Just run the main scene, see what happens. Oh, yeah, floor check collider. I don't think we ran this on everything. Oh, we did, I guess. What the hell? What is happening? We're zooming. We must have ran something. That we commented out. If not, floor check. And raycast next to wall, fall or slide, floor velocity dot y. What's going on here? Oh, you know what it was, I think? Wait, let me just make sure. Oh, we're zooming on these, on this platform specifically. Interesting, okay. You know what I think is? I think we disabled collision with this type of object. With our raycast. Our raycast doesn't detect this platform anymore. But we're still colliding with it. So let's just look at our raycast here. Left floor check. Collides with bodies. So we're going to do here. It's on collision mask 3. I wonder, can... Oh, I believe we want to put it on 7. Lencius, thank you for the follow, man. Yeah, I believe it was it 8 or 7 that we wanted it to collide with? I wrote this such a long time ago, I don't remember. One way collision tile? No. Plat. Forms. Platform on chain. Dude, we need to clean up so much here. Let me see. Physics platform. Here, let me just look at the code. It's this one right here, which is 4. Oh, I think we have a path file up here. Filler tile map. Wait a second. File name, rename. What the hell? How much more time do you have for the jam? The jam is a month long. It's called a marathon jam. Yeah, so it's a month long. It's to work on any, like, you know, your main project or whatever you want to work on. Could be a new project or, yeah, I've submitted this game 3 times already. Or, this is going to be my 3rd time, I mean. So, just work on your game for a month. More so for, like, you know, the motivation and feedback rather than actually trying to win the jam. Although, hopefully one day we win. Does this jam run every month? No, lately, but yeah, it's only been once a year. It would be cool to run it once a month, like, or every month, but, I'm the one who manages it, and it's hard to, you know, to do my regular game dev stuff, and host game jams. I try to do something like once a month or every 2 months, but they're usually smaller jams associated with the solo development community. It would be cool to run it monthly though, or at least like, you know, every 2 months. So I feel like after the first month, everyone is already dead, you know. Really cool of you to be organizing them. Yeah, thank you. It does. It's a lot of work. It would be cool to get more people to be on board with it. I'm sure the right people would be on board with it. It's just a matter of finding them and, like, being on the same page, because it's also, like, something that, like, I would love to do it, but I like to do it, you know, right, and to ask someone to volunteer to do it, and then on top of that ask them to do it right, is, like, too much to ask from any individual. One game a month, though I'm not sure whether it's still active. I see. Did we solve? We didn't solve it. Let's see here. Dude, I don't know why, but we went into our auto tile here, and the script. Oh, we must have clicked on the wrong script. Platform.tscn. This platform is on layer 8, yeah. We could have just ran it, see if it worked. Honestly, it might bug out on us. We don't run through anything, which is good, but we still don't fall through by pressing down jump. And you know, I'm wondering maybe if I even need the player to down jump. It's not like a requirement. Like you can still go this way. We might honestly just remove it altogether as a mechanic. Wait, what? Am I... Dude, what's going on? We're not getting our wall jumps. Did I do something different? God damn it. Let me see here. Slide, climb, jump. We're doing a climb, no, what the hell? Yeah, our wall jumps are not right. We're going from the climb to the jump. And it seems like our jumps are just wrong. Let me see. Yeah, our wall jumps from the slide state don't always seem to be consistent here. Yeah, what the hell? Yeah, our raycasts are incorrect. Damn it. It seems like actually right there. Let me see. What was causing it to be an issue? That seems to be fine. Okay, that seems to be fine. Can't tell. Alright, let's just solve the problem. I wonder if it has to do with, and we are going from the climb state to the jump state, but, let me see what happens in our jump state. In our jump function, I mean. If not, floor check, which is... Actually, I wonder, maybe if this is printing. Not floor check. This actually might be what's causing the problem. It is colliding with area 2, let's just see. Not floor check. We want to make sure that it's... Wait, actually, let's go back in here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the raycast. This the floor check raycast that we're running now is not correct, but is returning true. Let's see right here. Not floor check. That's correct. The distance seems to be good here. Oh no, dude, we are breaking everything today. Let's see. What's weird is that it works here. Like, everything seems to be fine here. And then when we go from the other state... Oh, wait. Let's see. Yeah, the distance we're covering here is correct. And then once we go into this room and our raycasts hit something or whatever's going on right here, jumping across here seems to be a problem. Now, all of a sudden our wall jumps don't work anymore. Let me see. This room. Yeah, what the hell? So what is different now? If not hold wall, we are currently holding the wall. Else, if move right input, move x dot. If move right input, move left input. The thing is, not hold, wait. If not hold wall. Hold wall is true. Not floor check is returning when we enter. Wait, let me see. If not floor check. Yeah, I was convinced our I was convinced it was our raycasts that were wrong. Not floor check from the jump state. Okay, yeah. Okay, not floor check is here. Let's go back into that room again. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's the raycast. So floor check is floor check is returning true. So what I'm gonna do in our raycast here, instead of checking next to floor, we don't have to check for all of our raycasts, we just need to check for the middle one. So I'll do this. It's literally just this. That solves that. Did it save? There we go. Okay, so that works now. There still might be some other issues. Let me see. Yeah, there's this issue of us teleporting across the screen here. Like we don't build up any momentum, or yeah, we don't have any friction on the player in the move state. Right here. So let me see what's going on there. It seems like it only happens when our raycast works. Let me see. So... Wait, what the... Oh! We set it here, but not here. Alright, I think we're good now. With everything, hopefully. Okay, that works. You know, one thing I am wondering though, why, maybe that's fine. No, what? Dude. From climb to jump, floor check is still returning true. Floor check. It's checking collision with vector 2. Oh, I see now. You know what we're gonna do? We are going to get rid of the one-way collisions. Being able to jump down one-way collisions it's almost unnecessary. It causes a decent amount of problems. We could let me see if I like the idea of having potential for it, but it does make some complications. So yeah, the issue is that the player is colliding. Actually, at the moment, the only reason why this doesn't work is because the player is colliding with itself. So we could just make sure that it's not. So if collider, down middle raycast dot is colliding. The thing is, collision mask 3, middle floor raycast. Yeah, we could get rid of it. I think I might just do that. All I have to do here is, instead of putting it on 8, we just put it on 3. And then that solves the issue of our friction not running on this platform, and our wall jumps will be fine. I hope. Yeah, there we go. I hope that's everything. Hope we don't have to ever deal with this again. Trying to see. Okay, I want to try one more thing, and there's something that's changed since our last code, and that's we are colliding when we dash across here, but I think it might have just been, it might just be that our hitboxes are different now. Let me see. Visible collision shapes. Yeah, because it used to be that I could just dash across and I would land on the platform, like in the old version of the player. Oh, but it does seem like it's slightly taller, so maybe I accidentally moved it up a bit. Let me see. Go into this. Yeah, never mind. I'm just... Did I... How did this happen? Now it's not aligned with the grid. 10th floor. How's it going? No one told me I still had the pooping BRP text. No. You know, you tell me I can't say how's it going, but I can't but then you complain when I say hi, or when I don't say hi. It's ridiculous. What's going on here? Temporary floor. I think there's something in our code that, like, we hard code the position of everything. Not sure. Let me see. Collision shape. Platform right? No, nothing. Let's see. I saved it. We go back into our go back into our room here. Reload the project. Yeah, very strange. What is our... Oh, our origin is this, and then everything else needs to be dropped to this, and then this needs to go down. I wonder what caused that. It actually might mess with us, though. Let's see. It might mess with, like, the generation. Oh, but it seems like it's fine. Never mind. Yeah, it seems like it's fine. Oh, and our raycast also doesn't detect the collision of this platform at the moment. I believe... What do we set this to? On our platform, the collision is on layer 1. I think we'll just put it on 3, just like everything else. Should solve everything. Huh. Did our raycast. Area 2D needs to be one tile up, I think. It was a very strange approach for how I made this in the early stages of development. I think eventually we'll probably rewrite this. Oh, and the original texture here is 1 pixel off. I wonder if I could just move it. Weak chain. I wonder if I could just do that. I think I hardcode the position actually, but we'll see right now. Yeah. Weak chain. Dot position, dot y plus equals 2. Oh wait, this is on rend. Oh yeah. We'll say plus equals 1. And I hope that is all we need to do. Yeah. Oh, nope. Plus equals 0. Weak chain dot position. If rendi. Oh, okay, yeah. Just make sure both of these are set to 1. And there we go, except it's not 1, it's 0. It's nada. Okay. I wonder what caused this to change. I don't remember changing any of the code. And yeah, what the hell? I mean, it's fine now. Oh! It is not fine. The initial, okay, we hard code a lot of the positions, and so now, when we reset the position of the tile of the platform itself, we put it on this weird. We put it 2 pixels or 1 pixel too high. Let's see. Oh, I think it's on the animation player. That's the problem. God damn. I wish I. Let me see. Animation player. Shake. Oh no, shake doesn't do much. We make it fall. Get distance, physics process, fade in, on fade in. Start fall. Respawn. Platform.modulate .a. Platform. .collision shape .disabled is equal to false. On timer timeout platform.position is equal to vector 2 we want to grab whatever we want to set this to whatever it's supposed to be. So platform.position now is equal to 12 and 5. I wonder what made this bug out on us. Wait, what? We jumped over here, went over here, and then I tried jumping and dashing and... Okay, there we go. Floor raycasts are done. Hopefully never to be touched again. Level design. That is the last thing for today. Which is probably going to take a long time. Let's go into world demo. And we'll start to... I don't really know what I'm going to do with this room, or with this mechanic. I guess we'll just test some stuff out, see if there's anything clever that we could do. Like spikes... Yeah, I don't know yet. Let's see. Make a big empty room. Grab our twilight area. Let's do this. We're gonna make a bunch of little boxes. And we're gonna make it so that the player has to go through the box, maybe go out here, exit, and then dash again. Catch these sections here, and then get to the other side. And what I'll do is we'll block out all of the other tiles. So something like this. I'm sorry, not block out the other tiles. What am I trying to say? We'll block out all other entrances so that the player can only enter from one side, exit from another one other side, and then it's almost like a portal actually, without the instant changes in position. Let's see. Oh, actually, wait. I have a cool idea. We do want to be somewhat clever with these, with the level design of this. We could even like reduce the entrance size so that there's more precision involved. We would put spikes everywhere here. Don't know if this looks good. We could also, I was gonna say we could also fill in everything. Oh, what's going on here? I'd also like to work on the shader one of these days. Get rid of these visible collision shapes. Oh, on the exit of the state. Oh, you could also kind of could also do that. I think we'll make sure that that can't happen. It also seems that once we enter the state again, we've made it so that on the entrance of the state is when we set the player to idle. I'm sorry, we set the visibility to 0, which I don't think is good. We want to do it on the entrance of any collision. Also, there's not much in this mechanic just yet. I need to figure out what's gonna make it better. I guess maybe if we reducing the size here would definitely help, and maybe making it more narrow, so that there's like more precision involved from the player's input. Something more like this. It's hard to tell because now it's overlapping. We can increase the Z index or just lower this one by something, just so that I can see it. See, -2, -1. Can't see crap. Let me collision. Physics overrides, monitoring, monitorable. Physics overrides. Area 2D. Show collision. Oh yeah, we could do that. There we go. little sections like that. And on the exit of the twilight state, we want to make sure can dash is set to true. So set. Let's grab our player. Set can dash. On the exit of the twilight state. Twilight movement. Twilight. Okay, there's one thing I don't like about, like, I do like this, but there's one thing I don't like. Our initial velocity on this is, like, do you die if you hit the edges? I probably should make that, ooh. Oh, we don't have it transitioning from the idle state, that's why. By itself, no. But I'm thinking of just putting spikes there. Or maybe its own version of spikes. Like, I'm not entirely sure what I want to do inside of these blocks just yet. Like, either it'll be like its own little world. It's not going to be black like this. It's going to be something weird. Have a good rest of your stream and day. Gotta go. I'll see you. Peace, man. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to increase the velocity. The only thing is that we're maxed out at 150. And there's no way of, like, we can't make it faster than our cap speed. So either I have to increase this to 200, and then on the entrance of our state, let me see. Yeah, we already set it to 200. Hey, how's it going, Redstone Pro? Or Redstone Pro. Oh my god. It's so much fast. Yeah, we gotta make sure we can go from the idle state. I kind of do... Okay, there's one other issue, and that's if we end up in the... You can see here, I believe we're going from the neutral... Let me see. Yeah, we're going into the neutral state, and then we're colliding, and then that's what's forcing us to go back down. So, on the entrance of the neutral state, we want to make sure we go back up, otherwise it just it spits us out. As for the speed, I don't know what to do yet. I like... While playing, it looks good, or it feels good, but I wonder if it's too much. Yeah, it might be a little too much. Let's try 150 again. What is this? Twilight movement. Yeah, I hate updating like small increments. I'm gonna try 175. How do you add sounds to a const thing like walking? Yeah, sure. Let me give me 1 second. I'll explain that. You know, 175 is not bad. Wait, let me see. But if we're making like little sections like this, they require a lot of precision. It might be kind of hard. Because, like, you can't touch the edges, right? I'm gonna try 150 one more time. Without the bez? What do you mean, the bez? What's that mean? Bzzz. Are you saying, like, without making it, loop a million times per frame? Is that what you mean? Like, having it to play a million times per frame? You know, I think keeping it at this speed is fine. Let me try one more time. Because it gives us I think the thing that was bothering me is the initial velocity going into it. Like, you know, you're dashing into something, and our dash velocity is 240. So to go from 240 to something as slow as this makes the game feel weird to me. But maybe that's just what it's like inside the Twilight Zone. Okay, you asked about the walking sound. So how I handle the walking sounds is, we have a bunch of nodes here. You can set sounds to loop. I think this is how I set it to work. So you can see I have the walk sound here. And we're using a .wave file. And you can see loop mode is disabled, actually. Let's see what I do. Walk. Wait, which walk sound do I use? Walk or walk one? Seems like I use walk. Yeah, okay. Not walk one. We use this file right here. Footstep.dirt.wave. Loop is still disabled, and I assume what I do is I add a signal here, but actually I don't add a signal. How do I do this? On walk timer timeout. Walk sound. I have a timer. That's how I'm doing it. While we're in the state. I don't know if this is probably not the best way to do it. I wonder, I could have just done loop mode is true. But I guess I guess I did this so that we can have a consistent sound, or like manipulate how often we want it to play the sound. So yeah, I'm currently using a timer, walk sound timer. And we just check the state. If the state is still states.move, we play the sound. And we have our walk pitch modifier to like not make it sound repetitive. It seems like I just do mine times equals -1, so I keep flipping it back and forth. Vivex, hey, how's it going, man? So yeah, another thing we could technically do is, yeah, if we go into stream here, we could have just set loop mode to true and then played it while we're still in the move state. But yeah, I'm not actually sure why I did it this way. I guess with the sound modifier, it makes sense. Otherwise, maybe the sound would be I think what I wanted to do is I wanted the sound to match the footsteps of the player. So I literally, you know, I kind of timed it, I guess. So every footstep from the player on a normal basis is playing, like, you know, every step the player takes, a sound is played. Yeah. Why timer doesn't have its own timer kind of thing? What do you mean? Its own timer kind of thing. On when it's done. Oh. Have its own timer. Are you saying why is it not autoplay? This is a signal? Yeah, this is a signal. So on sound timer, if you look at my we have a timers node. These are all my timers. I'd like to eventually honestly, it's not too bad the way it is. But maybe I should put everything into its own script. That way we can remove a lot of signals that are just running on our player script. But yeah. Doing good. Doing some game stuff. Game dev stuff. What kind of game dev stuff? All right. I'm conflicted. I don't know if I want to keep this the way it is. I just might though. Okay, let's fix some of our states. We do need to make sure that we're entering the twilight state from the idle state. And I think that's the only one that we're concerned with, or the only one that's giving us problems. Is it if in Twilight? I already forgot. Yeah, in Twilight area. Oh, what? Did I say zipline? I meant Twilight. There we go. That's a lot of timers. Yeah. Unfortunately, you need a lot of timers if you want things to be responsive. Or technically, it's the opposite of responsive. It's more like if you want to give the players the illusion of a game being responsive, you have to add a lot of timers. Otherwise, their input would be, you would need a lot of input to be pixel perfect or like frame perfect, which is usually not ideal. Like, for example, Coyote Jump, you probably know that one. That's like the basic. Alright, we also need to make sure that we could kill the player in the Twilight state. So let's do that. We could even make this mechanic a little bit cool. Like, instead of having the player die in this state, maybe we can force the player out, and if they get forced out into a specific direction, like, maybe they would get pushed into spikes, or we could just put spikes in there inside and kill the player when that happens. So here, let's try out some level design options here. Let's get some spikes in here. Spikes, I believe it's this one. Yeah. Most of the time, the player should even be able to go into the Twilight state from the idle state, but we do have it there just in case. Also, I think we'll probably want to expand this by one tile, like that. and maybe expand this. Yeah, I wanna work on the actual texture one of these days. Maybe tomorrow. It's just a polishing thing though. We'd have to explore some shaders maybe. Oh wait, I don't think we can die just yet. While this, yeah, we can't die, so let's code that in. Let's just go into our state logic of our Twilight and just check for health. One of these days we're gonna fix our state machine here. Alright, so if it's less than 0, so there's no animation just yet. We make our player visible on the exit of the state, but wait, do we? Let's see. Exit state. Oh no, we do it on several different different occasions. Let me see. I wonder if we could just set sprite. Or we could do this on the entrance of the death state, always just make the player visible. I think that's probably better. What happened there? Sprite.visible is equal to true. Identifier sprite. You know, we're gonna have to fix how this works. I think we're gonna want to handle what our entrance state was. So if our previous state was states.dash, we only want whatever the player's last input was. Because if you're pressing, let's see, it's kind of hard to tell in this little section here. So we have so many, like usually we check for motion, or if there was no input, we check for the player's last I'm sorry, if the motion is negligible. Let me see. Yeah, I always forget what we actually do in our enter state here. For the states dot twilight. Twilight direction is if our movement input is equal to vector 2.0, then we do this. But if it's equal to, we actually don't even have an else statement for this. We'll have to fix this. But yeah, if our movement input is equal to 0, then we like do all of this stuff. I think we should maybe have like a. Yeah, we're gonna do this in our entrance state. We're gonna match like everything, like you know, if previous state is equal. No, we should do match. Dude, I'm kind of worried though. I start messing with this, we're gonna spend the rest of the stream worrying about this. But I hope this is just like a 2-second fix, which is gonna be previous state is equal to, if our previous state was equal to states dot dash, it's just going to be our dash direction. So twilight moment, or the twilight direction is equal to our dash direction, our previous dash direction. Don't know if we actually save this, but I hope we do. Well, I mean, we save it, but I wonder if we reset it. On dash, zipline. This is what, on the entrance? No. Yeah, it seems like we're fine. Cool. Okay, let's go back into our enter state for states.twilight. And instead of doing a match statement, we're just gonna say if previous state, because we're just gonna do dash. For now, we're gonna make it more sophisticated later on, but if previous state is equal to states.dash, we'll do this, and then we'll do elif. Otherwise, it's gonna be vector2.0, but it should. Actually, wait a second. Movement input is equal to vector2.0. There is another edge case that we didn't account for. Twilight direction. Twilight direction is equal to vector2.0. I think we'll say else. Dude, I'm so confused, actually. I don't know how we're able to get... Oh, because it's based... Okay, so if it's set to vector2.0, then it's just, like, once the function starts running, our twilight direction is just going to be set to, like, this is going to be 0, technically, but it's still going to grab our last direction. But what we're going to do here is we're going to say else our twilight momentum, or twilight direction... I'll explain what I mean pretty soon. Twilight direction is equal to our last input, last movement input. Okay. So what happens here is either if our previous state was the dash, then our dash direction, our twilight direction is going to equal our dash direction. So whatever whatever direction we dashed into, that's going to be our twilight. That's going to be the direction that we keep moving in. If otherwise, if there was no movement from the player, if it's equal to vector2.0, then we're going to grab whatever the player's motion is. So if they were moving downwards, if they were falling vertically downwards, they would move. We would get them to move directly down. If they were moving upwards, they would move like directly up. If they were moving in a diagonal direction, for example, if they hit a spring that pushed them diagonally, then they would, move, diagonally. Otherwise, it would be based on whatever the player's input is. But this is only if there's no movement input. So player's movement is actually the priority here. Well, actually, the dash is the priority, and then comes this, and then comes this. Maybe we should just move this up. I actually don't even know if this worked, or if this works. I kind of just assumed it would. Dash is good. Dash here is fine. Going downwards is fine. We do need to fix our, I actually don't know why this one doesn't work. The Y velocity, the neutral state is a little weird. But we'll fix that pretty soon. I could say we could do this. If our previous state was equal to states.dash or prev state equal to states dot neutral. But there is some complication with this. Actually, I won't do this. Because there is a possibility that we could enter the neutral state from something else, like a portal, and it would actually our dash direction would get manipulated, but I'd rather not mess with it this way. I'd rather just actually, we'll see. Let me look at state logic really quick. We aren't currently going from the teleport state from the neutral state, so let me make sure that's set to true. Oh, we do have it set to true. I wonder why it it seems like we're running the full neutral state before we actually enter the twilight state. Let me see. Oh, you know what's happening? Our vector 2 is set to 0 and we're not moving until the player maybe. Let me see. Let's go back into twilight movement. Let's see. States.twilight. I'll see. This could bring complications further down the line. Brief state is equal to states.neutral. Yeah, what is going on? Twilight direction is equal to our dash direction. From the neutral state, we go into the fall state, and then from the fall state, we go into the twilight state. So we're prioritizing the fall. How are we prioritizing the fall state? That's what I want to know. Yeah, wait. What the hell? The only way we go from the fall state is if our timer runs out. So if you look at the print statements here, we go from the neutral to the fall, and then into the twilight. It should be neutral then twilight. Let me see what's going on. Yeah, very, very, very weird. Unless... Let me see. States dot dash. Oh, sorry. Neutral. If not neutral state, change state to fall. Not neutral. Are we setting not neutral to false at some point? Because that's what... And enter twilight area. I wonder, I mean, we could throw this up here. Let me see. Yeah, we're entering... Let me see what's... Neutral. Control. State. On false, and then on exit state. So on our timer, Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure why we're going from the neutral. Oh, neutral has timed out. And then immediately we're going into the fall state, but I don't know. I mean, we could move the priority down, I think. I mean, let's see. Let's see if this changes anything. What we should be doing too is returning. No. Yeah, we're going from neutral to fall and then back. What the hell, man? Let me return here. Neutral, fall, and then oh my god. Oh. Enter twilight area. And then from the fall state. Oh my. There we go. Yeah, it was just the variable was named incorrectly. There we go. Okay, on... Let me see. We're set to vector 2.left on the entrance of the neutral state. The neutral state, we should be grabbing whatever the player's previous dash direction was. At the moment, it seems like... Wait, let me see. Previous state is equal to states.neutral or... Let me see. Yeah, from neutral to twilight. On the entrance of our twilight state... States.twilight. If previous state is equal to states dash twilight is equal to our dash direction, seems like dash direction is now set to 0. I thought we handled this problem. Dash direction is equal to. It would be vector 2.0, but we didn't see anything that said vector 2. It gets set to vector 2.0. Exit of our zipline on reset variables on dash. We're dashing upwards. Dash direction. On the entrance of our dash state, dash direction is equal to vector 2.0. Let me see. Let's print this out. Dash direction is 0 and -1. And if our dash direction is 0, -1, then I think I know why this is happening. Twilight direction. Once this happens, I think what we want to do is make sure that our last input, if this happens, last input, let me see, in our twilight momentum, or sorry, twilight movement, twilight momentum is equal to our last movement input dot normalized. Our last movement input was vector 2 dot up, so who's resetting this? To vector 2 dot 0. Seems like the dash state is resetting it, actually. LF. Actually, no. LF movement input is equal to vector 2 dot 0. Last movement input. Twilight direction. I actually don't know why we do this, because yeah, maybe we would want to say last move. We would want to manipulate our last movement input on the entrance of this state, grab whatever is here, and then maybe that's what we want to do. Or like before we return twilight momentum, or before we set twilight the twilight momentum, we're gonna say our last movement input is equal to let me see, twilight direction. Oh, sorry, no. Last movement input is equal to our twilight direction. Technically, the meaning behind this now gets removed, but whatever. Get rid of this. I hope. There we go. Okay. You know, ooh. Oh, it's because we're colliding here. So yeah, we want to make sure this doesn't happen. Or maybe we might want... Whoa. I can't make our player go up. It's because we're... we want to make sure we remove snap, actually. Because now... it seems like it only happens when we're in the idle state. Let me see. If we go from here, yeah, snap doesn't work. But if we go from the move state here, all right, we'll fix that. I mean, easiest solution is to just add spikes on the ground. That way, that's never possible. Okay. Pretty cool. And I like it. I don't mind. Doesn't seem like anything is wrong with it just yet. Oh no. Damn, that's pretty difficult. Not bad, not bad. I'm trying to think what other things we could, like... We could definitely just design rooms around this. And then, like, each of these little open areas will basically be an opportunity for the player to do, like, a quick jumping puzzle, like maybe, you know, spring right here, or maybe they have to jump on this wall, then jump here, then, you know, dash through or something, you know? And the precision required from the player is pretty... I think it's pretty good. Like, I still need to work on the transitions a bit. It's still a little sloppy, I think. I like it, I like it. Alright, I will be right back. I gotta use the bathroom. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Let me test it out on the controller. It does seem to be slightly harder on controller, it seems. Or maybe I'm just so... Ooh. Let me see. Yeah, so I mean, it is pretty... Maybe we'll make the levels a little easier. Like, we can make them one tile wider. I mean, it's not too difficult. But then again, I'm the one who made it, so maybe that's why I say that. Okay. What is this? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah. It's weird. Sometimes our Y velocity doesn't get set correctly. I also think switching out of the animation sometimes is a little weird. Alright, we'll leave it like that. Yeah, we do need to add the spikes everywhere. This would be like the first introduction, and I think we want to make it a little bit more, a little wider. No, actually, it doesn't really matter. We can like set it to a certain width, like, we could do this, and then we just build around it. We can even make it like, we could technically just make it the entire room. And then what we do with our auto tile, just like kind of set up the room. Do like and this is where having a tile map for our spikes would really shine. Unfortunately, I cannot do that today. But I think this will be fine the way it is. Hopefully. Let's see. Maybe we can get rid of all of this extra twilight. And I think, yeah, tomorrow I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this, we're gonna add animations to the twilight itself. Honestly, I might even work on the tile map. It would make our life a little easier designing rooms and stuff. Especially since we're gonna be working on this new mechanic. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, drawing, like, or placing tile maps, or, sorry, placing spikes in this area would make our life so much easier. Especially if we're gonna be drawing it the way like, usually our tiles are, like, straight, but these are kind of curved. So, yeah. Let's see how that looks. Ooh. And what I really want to make this area look beautiful. Like right now, it doesn't look like anything. It looks like we're just in a black tile. So we'll figure that out. But it's a good start. I'll have to see what else can we do in here. Alright, let's leave it at that. Alright, till next time, everybody. Let's see if there is anyone worthy of our 3 viewers. Who is worthy? Irish John. Volunteer. I don't want to bother these people. We'll just call it there. Peace, everyone.